is certainly one that cannot be ignored. We got Foundation, Dam, and Old Town. The map picks. Ryan, your final thoughts on those map picks before we jump in?
Honestly, to me, it looks like a very, very even series. I think these are both maps that we've seen strong performances on from both teams. We've seen some crazy close Foundation matches between these two teams, so I'm looking forward to seeing which team sets the pace early on a map that they are both super, super strong on.
Gentlemen, quick round of predictions. I want to hear it. Colin, predictions, real quick.
Optic Gaming 2-1.
PR.
Optic Gaming 2-1.
Brian?
Optic Gaming 2-0.
Optic Gaming 2-0 for me as well. Gentlemen, we are underway. Colin, PR, take it away.
Live right into the action. We're gonna jump right on board Explosive. Makes quick work of a Vexies, and even though I do have this a prediction for Optic Gaming 2-1, my heart, my soul wants to vote for Rise Nation. My energy is with them, especially the man, the myth, the legend, Drix on the other team. Interesting to see how he's gonna perform in this matchup because he's improved time and time again. And I'm interested, I'm excited to see, especially with Mental and Explosive and the rest of Optic Gaming with this exchange right now.
And PR, if you look at that initial, we actually saw a little bit of a change up. We saw two members of Rise Nation fly across to the home hill of Optic. So early on in this first round, instead of seeing people go for B, Rise Nation has decided to opt to go for that double home hill setup. And they are making slight work and quick work of the boys from the green wall.
He got a three-piece chicken nugget. He's about to get the fries in just a second. Detox taking out Praise. Drix, like I said, this guy has been getting better and better. Another 1v2 in front of him. He actually slips by one. He's stalling for a lot of time. Taking the work of three members of Optic. Even though he died there, he made sure he kept three members far back, and with his death, he's gonna get a little bit of a camera angle on Mental to see where he's gonna rotate to. Especially with Explosive pushing up towards the middle. Rise, they're trying to keep their numbers intact, giving up their home hill for just a moment. They're waiting for Drix to spawn. That way they can retake. You see the first smoke coming out right now, Colin.
First smoke's coming out. We're going to see another big fight going down here. Mental pushing up, though. He gets the call out that he needs to come into that fight. He's coming up. He's full red, though. Somebody could easily take him down, and he does by Jerp. Great shot by him. Jerp going for a second, but will get shut down by Solars. Solars getting traded out there. So back and forth early. This is only what you could expect from this match. High-paced, high-intensity, high-octane fights. Left and right, Powers getting the best of summons. Now Praise must fly into his home hill to try to get this triple cap to be stopped. Mental off spawn to help his brother out. They're going to be able to fight for yet another few minutes in this first round.
And so far, Rise's Nation defense has been incredible. Talking to Benson backstage, he didn't think Rise was consistent enough to topple this Optic Gaming squad. And I know it's only been one round right now, but their skill, their ability to perform looks promising here. Mental going in, trying to get a break. I do believe that's 3 to 4 members of Optic Gaming pushing forward. And if you look at the score, Rise Nation can win off of one, so they need to make sure they just don't get wiped as a team, something Optic does very well. You see Explosive being the first one to push in. Solar's getting that first blood on a Vexies. Making that 2 as Praise picks up a third. Detox trying to show some life with a double kill of his own. Full red finally taken out, but Colin, like I said, look at this score. Rise Nation has control of B, and that's all they really need is one hill. They need to defend this right now.
And if you're going to have anybody on defense, the first line, it can be a guy like Powers. He can do this. He has to hold off the king of New York right now. Praised coming in through that mid-cut, getting into that hill, going for that break. They know they must get it. He rolls out just a second too soon, so now he has to go back in, and he'll get taken out by Drix. The reinforcements come through, but Optic and Rise both have a hill. C getting re-decapped, so now Rise not getting a single point to their name. Optic Gaming looking to make a final push here to get round 1, to sneak it out from the grasp of Rise Nation. Powers bounces into that middle cut, trying to win that fight, but Explosive, too good, too fast, too quick, gets the kill, and here we go. It is all on the line. The triple cap coming through. Detox must fly to the home hill of Optic Gaming to try to make something happen. He's across top street now on that little barricade, but it is too little, it is too late. 207, 208, 209, first round in favor of Optic Gaming.
As soon as I give this Rise Nation squad props for their defense, in 3 minutes and 46 seconds, it was broken. Praise being the last guy in there to make it happen, getting that break on B Hill. So Optic Gaming starting off from behind, already catching up here. Going to take this 30 seconds to try and decide which weapon they want to place down.
That was only the first round PR, and I already feel like this is an odyssey. These two teams have been going at it for what seems to be eons. They are titans in this game, especially late in the season. You see the first weapon pick gets to go to Rise Nation. What adjustments do you see needs to be made? But if there's anything that stands out to me before you talk about an adjustment, Summons with no kills and 3 deaths. I expect to see him pick it up, though, in this round.
I mean, we're talking about adjustments for what squad? This Optic Gaming squad, they need to start off hot because majority of the time when they win, they put themselves in prime position in the first half of the match. That's exactly what they're doing here, but if you're a fan of Rise Nation, you need to make sure you keep yourself on the same page. You usually see Rise Nation all funneling in towards B. Solar's taking out one in Detox. Jerpy's going to trade that one back. Lots of fight going down here towards the open side of the map. Mental, he's pushing into a 1v3. Little ill-advised. Maybe he just didn't see where the enemies of Rise were. That's where Prey is going to see what just happened. He's going to back up. But as I say that, he quickly tries to turn around, goes for a cheeky shot on Jerpy. He's taken out, but you know what we're going to see right now? Calling a double initial because this round or this fight toward the B hill lasted just long enough where everyone on both teams are going to spawn up towards this fight, run down towards the center of B, and try to make something happen.
Look at the Lancer fire. Look at Powers pushing up to try to get that kill. He's trying to clean up, but there's 4 members. You can see it at home on the X-ray. Those 4 outlines, but they do not know that there is all 4 members of Optic Gaming sitting at that top ramp area, that fountains area. They're gonna have to spread out here. We have the block in the mid cut, so nothing coming out there. We're not gonna have to worry about any weapon respawns. We're keeping this as a straight boxing match. 2 heavyweights going at it in the middle. Nasher's out. We wanna see who the big man on campus can be. And we look at Avexis at his home hill. Switching back and forth, bouncing around. They're waiting for a call out. They're trying to find where the push is. And if I was a betting man, I would try to find Gilbert. You find explosive, you know where the push is coming from, baby.
Yep, and Gilbert right now, he's over towards that elbow side of the map, so Optic Gaming probably heard it on one too many streams talking about Gilbert leading the push. This time, they probably used Gilbert as a diversion towards that elbow side of the map and pushed in towards B. Rise is going to see that rotation along with 2 members dying to try and stretch forward, try to go towards that home hill. Praise trying to escape towards the mid-ramp to keep Rise guessing. 2 members on Powers. If anybody can get it, it is going to be Powers. Nice cross coming out. Powers doing what he can, bouncing around. We've seen him do it once. Can he do it again? No, he cannot. Explosive is going to go ahead and shut him down. Drick's going to clean that one up, but the fight is going to continue with Avexis getting taken out. Drix, he's trying to stay alive, trying to bounce around. It's just not enough. Optic Gaming beginning to smother Rise in this round.
This is Detox here, coming down to this B area. He's gonna get this decap. He's gonna try to prevent them from any kind of pressure of a triple cap. Summons coming from his own side of the map, though, with Lancer fire in his back. So now Detox put in a very precarious position, but he gets a big kill there on Praise. Turns around now, has to face off again.
Oh my God!
Yes, the double, baby! Detox doing what he can and what only he can, showing out and showing big right here, right now against the King, baby.
That's 2 dead for Optic Gaming thanks to Detox. This is Rise Nation's opportunity here to kind of set up and take control of this round and do exactly what they want to do, whether that's setting up or sitting back. Right now, if we look at this overhead camera, 2 members of Rise are set up towards that catwalk push, 3 members towards that B side of the map, but there's 1 person from Rise in the middle that kind of rotate. That's going to be Powers. Jerpy spots out Solar's, taking him out. They know Optic Gaming is going to try and make this push eventually. It's all a matter of time.
You have to set up, you have to be prepared for it, you have to know where it's coming from, and you have to get help from your friends. Powers first to break ice, though. He's gonna have to push in here on Praise. There's in a 2v1. Let's go ahead and get this kill to solidify this round. But Praise misrolls there after the first kill and gets shut down. So Avexis will recap the home hill, and it will be a matter of moments before we get ourselves a tie game, ladies and gentlemen, 1-1. I expect nothing less than this thing to go for the bread as many times as it can. You see right there on your screen Avexis, the demon bounce, the man with the plan, switching over to alternate, being able to make his movement as crispy and as precise as he would like to. No misrolls coming out of that man in the middle for Rise Nation. PR, this is intense, and it's only 2 rounds in. Optic Gaming hovering over a Torquid statue. Does that change the face of this matchup if that's what we get?
It doesn't really matter what is placed down here. It's going to change just a little bit, and they're going to go. So you're going to see the fight centered more towards open and that B hill, and I can expect Detox to kind of go off because we've seen him right there, full red, coming out on top, taking a double kill off of the side of Optic Gaming, one of those being explosive while he was full red, and those are the type of plays you're going to see on the side of Rise Nation with players like Avexis, Detox, and even Powers. This is where it's going to get interesting. First weapon is going to be placed on the map, and so far, Optic Gaming, they're going to be the first ones down. Not out just yet. But as I say that just yet, Vexies, he's gonna strike first blood. Rise Nation trying to keep the numbers in their favor. Is Explosive doing what he can to even it up. Another kill by Powers. Drix taken out as well. Lots of trades going out, but the numbers, they're gonna go in favor of Rise Nation. And this seems to be the battle for most of these top tier teams. When you win the initial, you put yourself in prime position to close out the round. And more times than not, these teams do just that.
Powers came in the back on a rotation, and my main man comes in like a WMD, a weapon of mass destruction, and he puts everybody down in the ground. Optic Gaming is going to have to come off a respawn and restructure their offense just a little bit. You already see 3 members flying through the statue area. A 4th might be going to that mid-ramp section, but Vexies, and I believe Drix with Jerp in the back, able to fend off this defense. They're gonna have to play right here. Look at the smokes coming out. There's the stuns. Praise trying to find somebody, trying to get a mark, but Lancer Fire, precision strikes by Vexies, trying to make them weak, trying to make them think twice about this.
As all this is going on, nobody from Rise died, and the remaining members that were in B are pushing forward towards Optic Gaming's home hill. What a brilliant rotation out of this Rise Nation squad, and this is where I say Rise Nation, one of these squads, in my opinion, that could topple this Optic Gaming squad and take down the green wall.
Look at this rotation. Look at the Wolf Pack. They are not backing down from any fight. Triple cap being threatened. Here comes Solars off spawn. Can he get into the hill? He will, but he has to get into the hill. He will, but he has to get the break. He has to get a break.
Uh-oh, not looking good for Rise Nation. 4 members died immediately while Explosive is still wreaking havoc on the home hill of Rise Nation. He knows that Vex is a full red, confident to play up on it. He does get traded out by Powers. So what looked like nice points going in the favor of Optic Gaming. It should be halted for just a moment, but with 2 hills looking like they're gonna go in their favor.
Have to get into the offensive position here. And look at Powers trying to fly up that ramp. Not quick enough. He gets some Lancer damage in. He's gonna have to fly back up. Here comes Summons. Summons now, taking that cover, trying to get a little bit of safety. They get the B hill in their favor. Powers gets the first, gets traded out. Here comes the Vexies. Can they make it over to the hill? They've only got 3 seconds before they can get a chance to get a break. But with 207 being hit, we take a look at the scoreboard. Detox and Powers, double-digit kills themselves, almost 2.0 in their KD, with 8 and 5 downs to their name as well. So they are putting a team on their back right now. 3 versus 3 in that mid, with 2 going down that cave side. You see Mental breaking ice with a big double kill. Can Mental get a 3rd to his name? He's coming over. No, he will not get that 3rd. It will be Praised, and Solar's picking up 2 more with Drix all by himself on the U. Big kill by him to fend off a little bit of this momentum, but he gets taken out as well. If Optic Gaming is already capping, there is a chance this round could be over with already.
I was signaling that was over. Vexi's making a huge play with a back A to take out Mental, stopping the triple cap from coming out. And as these rounds get later and later, the score means just a little bit less as the opportunity for triple cap increases. Right now, we're about 18-second time limit. Solars, a nice double kill with 1 shot. He's gonna keep it going. A triple kill coming out of Solars. He was unable to clean up the down on that 3rd kill, but that is a highlight play by Solars, returned with a back-to-back kill by Drix as well. This action is just insane.
I don't know if I heard it correctly, but maybe an Xbox record that came out during that play. I'm hoping it did, because that was intense, and that was one of the most high-level plays we've seen Solars make in this event. But Praise now coming out saying, look, I'm not gonna let Solars have all the shine. Let me get a few kills out here. Let me do my thing. And you see him turning around, helping with some Lancer Fire, helping get it down there at his home hill, and he might fly across at Jerpy. He knows that he's got the advantage now. He's gonna have some reinforcements coming behind him. Praised with that Lancer out. Jerpy trying to get some damage in. Praised 4-pointed. He's gonna have to back up. He's gonna have to sit down for a little bit. Take a seat, big man. Let your help come in. Here comes Solars. Let him be the tip of the spear. Let him get the break. They're gonna threaten this triple cap. Another smoke. 2 smokes out because he had a meat shield, ladies and gentlemen. He picked up a meat shield, which grants you that extra smoke if they still have it on him. And he gets the kill, but traded out. So now the pressure mounted solely on the shoulders of Rise Nation.
Rise Nation trying to spread the numbers of Optic Gaming. Embar up at about 15 seconds, so if there's any time to get control of B, it is now. Detox running right past Mental. This leaves an open flank for Mental. Basically kind of do what he wants. If Vexies knows he doesn't see him on the U anymore, so that's where he's going to backtrack, try to fight him. Cross coming out from spawn. Mental able to get that trade at the last second with Embar coming up. Optic Gaming in a position to try and defend, but as I say that, that's Praise. Push up towards that T, getting that down on Detox. I thought Rise was going to have an opportunity at this Embar, and it's completely shut down by this green wall.
Look at the M first, then Marshak comes out, misses Powers, bouncing around. He knows if he takes any too long of a second, he will be hit with it and maybe taken out. Jerby now flying in, trying to get a kill here on Praise. Praise having to reload. Bounces around in the fight with the Vexies, takes him out, takes out Jerby as well. Praise asserting his dominance, not with the MR, but with the shotty, doing it old school for the man who was the MVP way back in UE. Still showing he's got what it takes to be on top. Optic Gaming takes another round. That's the first back-to-back round we have in this matchup. Optic Gaming takes their solidified lead in it, and now if Rise Nation needs something to happen here, I would change up the fight a little bit. Make it something that we have to play for. Maybe make Optic Gaming play into a hands that we want them to play. Run a strat here.
I agree with you 100%. You see, boom shot Howard for a second, but they're going to go and solidify those insins. That's why the strategy is going to be very, very similar. A 2-2-1 is what teams typically run, or maybe even a 1-3-1 with the insins being up. That way you can overpower one position, but with the MR being up, that's why I'm going to guess that both teams should run something similar of a 2-1-1. But like I said, a 1-3-1 is what teams will choose to run here. Both teams matching each other, playing for both Incense and M-Bar. They know the middle of the map is going to control all the passageways and mental. First blood, Detox. He's going to try and get that M-Bar to even things up, but Solars is getting another kill on a Vexies. Quick revive coming out from Drix, but it's just not enough. Solars, again! This guy seems to have the double kills on his name. He picks up another one for Optic Gaming. Jerpy caught all by his lonesome. Triple count coming out from Optic Gaming. They're going to get it as 5 dead on the side of Rise Nation. 4-1. Optic beginning to do Optic things and pull away with the match in the first half.
If I didn't know better, I would say Solars is playing for his #1 fan, who I believe is here this weekend, his mama in the crowd, putting on a show, and I love to see it. Solars, put on a show for her, big man. Show her that you're deserving of all that stardom that you got, baby. And now Rise Nation has yet another weapon choice at their grasp. Here comes the frags out in the middle, so no longer a block. Maybe something to play for. Maybe that 1-3-1 split is a little bit more worthwhile because now you can use those frags, maybe take somebody out in there trying to quick pick that M-Bar. Maybe somebody late picking it if you get an extra smoke or two in there.
This is where strategies will change up, but not necessarily the initial that they're running the 1-3-1, but it's those little variables in between, being able to adapt to smokes, being able to adapt to getting down like that. Solars running straight up to gut the confidence from the last round. Going to be put to a halt here as he's taken down early. Explosive as well is going to fall. Mental doing what he can by taking out a Vex. He's a huge flank coming out by Praise. Both of these players are going to save one another as Praise gets another kill. Drix, he did what he can, but Detox taken out, 4 dead. Drix, last member alive. He's trying to hide, but Optic Gaming knows you got to check these corners. You can't be too careful. As Drix fighting for his life, taking out one in Mental, not really taking too much damage. Another fight going down against Praise. He gets a lot of damage on both of these players. It does look like Drix is going to back Praise up just enough, but that's where the numbers getting that double initial that I talked about earlier in this match come into play.
Look at the Incense double kill there by Solars. Comes off spawn, picks up the instant
That's
from
his
where
third double
Detox
kill.
killed himself with it. So now he's got another double to his name, a DK machine if I've ever seen one. Solars on the side of Rise, getting big shots out, 4-pointed, staying in the cover, keeping his head down, keeping himself safe, but the triple cap coming through. Solars gets another double! Somebody stop him! Solars is going absolutely insane, and the fist bumps from the coach goes first to what can only be considered the MVP of this map #1 so far. My main man Solars doing everything under the sun in which his name reflects. He must be powered, Solars. I love what he's doing here, baby.
I can't even speak after that analogy you just did. That's big brain plays right there. But Solars, man, 4 straight double kills. I'm pretty sure that last one didn't mean as much as the first 3, but he's making it happen for Optic Gaming. Sometimes without those kills, who knows what could happen, especially the players that he's taken out. Explosive, he's gonna be the first one dropped down, but Solars making it happen again. A revive, taking out his, reviving his captain, going in for a double kill. Powers stopping that one. Gets a double kill of his own so far. Can he get more? Multiple members of his team are down. If Vexies, he's gonna get 1. Powers, I'm pretty sure he got that down. That Jerpy cleaned up, leaving Summons all by his lonesome. Solar's lucky enough to spawn up, trying to help Summons. This is our second half, so respawn timers are reset to 0. Ooh, I had to stop right there. I thought Solar's was gonna get another one.
Look at that though, the flank comes out, so they're still gonna be able to apply pressure to the home hill of Optic Gaming. Praised rolling in, he has another member with him. It's Mental. Big Billy Goat getting the first. Oh no, baby, don't let that man get on a roll. He sees the Lancer Fire coming out, so he stays with his head down. He's gonna fly down that ramp, get into the cave area, get up here, buy that first cover, not the T-table just yet. Taking another one, being very concise with his movements. It looks like they're gonna flood toward that E-hill, but he's gonna wait right here and make sure nobody comes down that mid-ramp for a big-time flank. Mental playing the teammate role right here, watching his friends back. You see Explosive getting pushed here on top table, sliding back and forth. He's full red. He'll finally get taken down and cleaned up by Avexis. Mental has to rotate out now. He has to get to somewhere to give somebody a little bit of help. Avexis, though, gets summons. I believe that's over toward Optic Gaming's home hill, if I know correctly. Here comes Praise. I'll spawn to help Mental. They're going to be able to clean up Detox in the middle area. So Mental still holding down this mid-map section, but the E-hill will go back into favor of Rise Nation with the triple cap being threatened all of a sudden. So now you're frantically flying to get somewhere, to maybe get somewhere.
I like what Optic Game's doing right here. They know they don't have to break E just yet. They know that the fight going down to their home hill is going to be one. You see your overhead map. That was Solar's taking out Drix. Mental, he's just playing it safe. E being decapped, there is no rush for them to cap this hill, especially since the second half. They do lead 5-1, and Vex is going for that kill. He was down, but multiple members of Rise Nation coming out to try and rescue him. Mental getting one before being taken out. Explosive getting one as well. Full red, can he do anything? Can he do Optic things? He's bouncing around. Finally shut down. Someone's across the map. Try and keep Optic Gaming alive. And this is what I like what Optic Gaming does. They always stretch out wide so that they're not fighting on their own home hill, because Summons is on his home hill fighting right there. That surely would be a triple cap in favor of Rise Nation, but he knows how far he needs to stretch.
Look at that, playing a little hide and go seek, but Praise gets called out, tagged up, so he is gonna have to return to home base. Coming off respawn now, you see Explosive taken to that top table section. He knows he's gonna have to get over here to that B hill because tick, 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 193 to 160. There will be a point difference that is insurmountable if they do not get the breaks, but laser light show of Lancers. Praise doesn't roll out of spawn because he knows it's over. They see that 207 mark. Rise Nation, 5-2. They're gonna have to start it right here. They can't go down 6-2. There's no way, no how you make that kind of comeback against the Kings of Gears of War. You've got to get one round after the next, and look at the sheer focus on Rise Nation, the determination, the intensity. Those boys came out here because they knew it was gonna be a war. They knew it was gonna be an attrition war. This wasn't no easy one shot and done, baby. They were gonna be in the trenches this whole game.
And that drop shot in the middle to me says Optic Gaming is ready to close this one out. They know early on Rise Nation was the one who placed the X to keep the fight out of the middle. Ryan, analyst on the stage, talking about Rise Nation being so good on foundation. Unfortunately for them, they're met with a huge green brick wall to stop them in their tracks. 5-2 lead, Optic Gaming is up. Mental already with 2 kills in this round, a third for Explosive Drix. He's doing what he can, but the drop shot is going to be picked up by Billy Goat himself. And that is dangerous. That is very, very dangerous if you're a fan of Rise Nation.
There's the OE. You hear the drop shot coming in behind Jerpy, but just a little too fast. Just skipping out of there a little bit too quick. Here comes Mental, though, sitting on that cover. Here comes the drop in. He gets a headshot. No, he just gets the kill on Drix. Just an active, just a kill. I thought I was going to hear that drill for a second because of how quick that explosion was. But you see Jerpy getting called out, Lancer down, and now wiped clean. Another kill by Solars on Avexis. Now Detox left at his home hill with Powers and Drix coming off spawn, going to that first half home hill. They're gonna have to play a little bit of defense because they're still about a minute, I think, out from that next drop shot.
Here you go, Optic Gaming doing a standard setup, 2 directly over towards E. The guy in the middle, the guy on the top of that mid-ramp on your overhead map is watching their mid-ramp because you can see all the rotations of what they're gonna play for from that spot. He saw it, so now he's rotating over. The fight is gonna go down over towards this E hill as multiple members of Rise Nation have rotated over. 3 to be exact, Avexis, Powers, and Detox, 3 of the main slayers for Rise Nation. You see, Mental, Praise, and Solars are going to be the players for Optic Gaming defending this hill. It's only a matter of time. The smoke is going to go out. Detox pushing up quickly, put full red. He needs to get this chunk shot on Solars. First one is going to be dropped to his knees as Detox trying to make things happen. We've seen him do it once. He's going for another one. Ends that clean shot on Mental, forcing him to back up, forcing him to reunite with his teammates. But the numbers game from Rise Nation could be too much. They need to press the fight. But Mental with that drop shot, we forgot all about that for just a moment. Getting that kill on the Vexies, and the tables have turned. Optic Gaming now being the aggressors over towards E. Rise needs this. Are they going to get it?
Shut down right there, it looks like, especially with powers down and wiped. You see Drix and Vexi's barely coming off spawn, but with 150 to 99, you will see the insurmountable lead begin to come where you have to get all 3 hills in your favor. You cannot win off of just 2 at this point. It's too late in the map. You see Drix get the first there on Solars. He's gonna fly across. Summons is gonna have to rotate out, but there's 2 other members of Optic Gaming waiting. The smoke comes out, it stuns Drix, so Drix, hands over his eyes, can't defend himself in that fight, ladies and gentlemen, but Detox over there at the E-Hill gets the kill. They're gonna get that break. Powers flies off. Send your god of death to the home hill. You need him to get some kills, and quickly, because they got 10 seconds before this is done and dusted.
Powers getting one on Explosive, getting the captain, getting a second one on Summons, but that drop shot, Mental held it ever since he picked it up, and there you go. Optic Gaming winning their 6th round. They are on map point over Rise Nation. I talked about it early on. Those 2 of the 3 first rounds won by Optic Gaming could have easily went in Rise Nation's favor, and they're beginning to pay for it here as these rounds get closer and closer. 6-2 Optic Gaming leads. So this next weapon placement going to come out from Rise Nation is probably one of the more important weapon placements of this map. And we get to see it all. We get to see all this action thanks to the man in the back, the man controlling it all, Waldo. Shout outs to Waldo for catching all this action. Everything that we see, the incredible double kills coming out from Solars, it's all thanks to Waldo.
Where's Waldo? He's in all the action. That's where he is, baby. He's doing an amazing job, a fantastic job. Love what he's doing for us. The double hammer bursts go down. A little bit of secondary support, but nobody goes to pick it up and off this initial because that drop shot is way too important. There goes the Vex. He's breaking ice. He's flying over. Stunned though. Hands in front of his eyes. He gets the next one as somebody slides right into his Nasher barrel. He shuts that down. Here comes Explosive. He has his Lancer out. A little bit of a misstep there by the man that started off with a double kill, and now Explosive is going to have to rotate around because Powers already has that drop shot on his back. That's a great pickup by him, solidifying that power weapon so they know that Optic Gaming can't get it, especially if they finish him off here. It won't drop to the ground. Detox trying to make something happen, but my God, it was just pure accuracy out of those Lancers.
Powers trying to escape. He knows he's not going to be able to revive at Vexies. He goes on his last down, taken out. That means that drop shot is now out of play at Vexies. He's going to fall. Drix, the last line of defense for Rise Nation. Map point. Game on the line. You see members of Rise Nation spawning up. Drix just needs to buy enough time. Gets it down on 1. Certainly, it should be cleaned up. As I say that, no, it's not. Meat Shield grabbed. Explosive drop to his knees. But Detox, he's not able to clean it up. Praise comes huge from the back. Summons getting one as well. Dripping doing what he can to keep this round alive, but I don't know if it's enough. Vexi's down as well. 5 dead for Rise Nation. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Optic Gaming closing out map number 1, 7-2. To Coach Ghost in the first place, kind of partially the reason why I'm here today. So that comes full around. Shout out to Drix, a guy, like I said in that match, always improving.
Yeah, great head on his shoulders and takes care of those who he loves and cares about. Man, that wears his heart in his sleeve, that's for sure. Big shot to Drix, but here we go. Map number 2. If Drix wants to progress in this winner's bracket, he's gonna have to do something to pull this team out of the hole that they buried themselves in. Map number 2, Rise Nation versus Optic Gaming. Take it away, fellas.
Jumping right into the action here. Map number 2, damn. Optic Gaming, one of their better maps in Season 1, to be honest. It suits them really well. The way you can spread the map out and use your numbers and use their Lancers and Teamfire, it suits Optic Gaming more so than the majority of the teams out there. But so far, First Blood, the first bit of action is going to go in way of Rise Nation.
I like how we always word it that way. It's one of their better maps. When you've won as many championships as they have, do they have really any weak maps? But it looks right now like they will stave off this initial push for a possible trip cap by Rise Nation. You see there on the catwalk, Prey's trying to make something happen. He'll get shut down. So, First round, first initial, maybe the jitters are there. It'll go in favor of Rise Nation. They need to settle in though, take a deep, long breath, and not let what killed them in map number 1 kill them here. Make the smart mid-game and end-game adjustments.
Yeah, we talked about this early start for Rise Nation that's looking good. It's only 1 round, but we saw this in map number 1. Optic Gaming quickly able to turn it around, especially in the later portions and mid portions of the match. As told by Ryan, push going to be coming out from Optic Gaming. You already see 3, 4, 5 members of Optic all fighting towards B Hill. Trades coming out, but Optic Gaming so far does have the man advantage, especially now as Explosive picking up another kill on Vexies, and there goes the sneaky man himself, Drix, trying to get behind enemy lines. He does go down, but he is going to get the decap and force at least 1 members of Optic Gaming back to cap that hill. That's going to allow them to kind of spawn up and either play wide or kind of defend their home hills. You see Optic Gaming already putting that pressure up before they fall back.
Quick as a hiccup, flipped like a pancake. They turn this map on its head. They send all 5 into that pumping station, get the kills, get the hills, and now the point lead will go in favor of Optic Gaming. So again, the mid-round adjustments, just a little bit too much for Rise. They needed to play a little bit better defense right there.
2 hills in favor of Optic Gaming, and 2 kills as Explosive and Solar's longtime teammates trying to pick it up. Detox trying to escape, trying to get in a better position, but he's caught out as well. So you can expect Optic Gaming to put this pressure up. You see multiple members kind of just head down and kind of W-keying forward. Explosive getting another one on Jerping. Drix from the truck, going to do what he can. A little bit of a misroll causes him to die. Powers, one of the only members for Rise Nation that can continue to get these touches, but he's going to fall to Mental as well. Detox getting one, gets the reset. Jerpy all by his lonesome. I'm not sure if he can get it, but with him dying there, no, as Optic Gaming once again strikes first. And this is like the tail of the map number 1 where Rise comes out on top, comes out swinging early on, but Optic turning that one around. Kind of taking these rounds out from the feet of Rise Nation, and this is something, like I said as well, they need to work on closing out rounds so they can close out these maps, because they're showing everything in these initials. Initials are so important. It's just from that moment forward, they're not shining bright.
Somebody must have put another quarter in the jukebox, because this sounds like the same old song and dance that we were doing in map 1. Looks like they're hovering over that pit area, maybe putting a power weapon down. There goes the boom shot. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see 10 of the best players in the world go toe-to-toe over a boom shot in the pit area. It's going to be about who gets a little bit of extra damage going into that fight to make that chunk a little bit easier. You're going to see a lot of blood and guts here very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. They might paint the wall, a little mosaic around that pit side.
So Rise Nation wasting no time, upping the ante here. You see the fight. You guys know this fight, especially when it comes to Dam. Praise. He's going to strike first, taking out Vexies. Mental and Solar's quickly to follow, so 3 members dead in just a second from Rise Nation. Jerping doing all he can to even this one out. Getting one, not able to get a second one. Drix and Jerping were the last 2 members. 5 dead for Rise Nation, even though Optic can't necessarily triple cap just yet. They can begin to put the pressure on, especially with Mental having that boom shot. They could push up, get a couple more picks on Rise Nation, and from there they smother it for the rest of the round and secure it with a triple cap. It's just all a matter of time, but it all comes down to how Mental uses this boom shot.
You see Power sitting there on the platform. He's trying to get a little bit of information for his team, saying, look, this is what we've got here. Who's in the middle? Who's on that hop over? Who's guarding the pumping station correctly? 4 members within about 20 yards of each other. Over there at the pumping station now for Rise, flooding in. Detox is going to start off the fight, but Mental sacrifices himself to take out Detox, followed up by another kill by Rise Nation. Here comes Drix trying to clean up a kill. He'll get shut down by Solars, the superstar of map number 1. And it looks like Optic Gaming's defense just a little tighter than Rise's for now.
So far, not good for Rise Nation. They need to begin to piece these things together. Look at the score, 75-42. Boom shot surely to come up about 20 to 30 seconds. Detox trying to make his way out wide, down. Summons looked like he was going to clean up that kill for just a moment. I thought Detox was going to escape, but nice crossfire by Explosive. He's already put full red once again, downed out by 3 downs. Praise cleaning that one up. Explosive doing what he can out wide, as well as Mental, as 3 fall for Rise Nation. Optic Gaming is not only in a good position to triple cap, but get the boom shot as well. Drix needs a miracle here. He's not going to get it. Shut down. Optic Gaming beginning to pull away with the series as they win 2 rounds in a row. Got to throw the warning flag up if you're Rise. Now you're going to begin to sweat.
Don't stand on the tracks when the train's coming through, and that freight train is being led by that conductor in the middle, explosive, and my goodness gracious, that is a locomotive you do not want to get rolled over by. Optic Gaming starting to feel themselves, starting to get a little fresh with their movement. A couple of bounces here, a couple of reaction shots there. And they are doing what only they can do, because Rise Nation is no pushover. They can figure this out. I believe they can with a man like Keem standing behind him. I know Escamani has done a lot of research on Optic Gaming, trying to let them know what adjustments need to be made in these late rounds. But we see here blocks coming out in the back of those trucks, and the smokes will come out to start this round. Summons getting a quick pick, ladies and gentlemen. He might be able to escape with that boom shot as well. 2 kills come out for Optic with only 1 for Rise. Avexy's gonna have to roll out of there with his life, trying to save some of it. But 4 dead again for Rise Nation.
Mental taking that one out. Rise Nation looking like a fly in a fly trap. Nothing to do but sit there and die. Drix Powers spawning up. Their hill is already captured, so they need to go in and get a decap. A touch isn't enough. A couple smokes going out. Powers taken out by the boom shot of Summons. The second one going to connect. Decap looked like it's going to come out. The members from Optic that were capping B didn't fully cap it just yet, giving Rise just a few more seconds to try and come back. Avexy's, he's going to get that reset along with Jerpy as well, but both of them are going to fall. Rise Nation put themselves in a 3-0 hole against Optic Gaming. That's not where you want to be, because in order to beat Optic Gaming, you have to go up early. So when they begin to catch themselves, when they begin to get that train rolling, you're not in a hole. They're not already get way ahead of you to pull away.
Down 3-0 against Optic Gaming is, instead of being in the bottom of a hole, you're in a pit, you're in the abyss, ladies and gentlemen. You're staring up at just nothing but darkness. You've got to crawl your way back to the light, and I think they can start right here. Look, we got to figure out how to slow them up. Drix talked about it, that being fast is nice, but you got to slow it up sometimes. You got to make a little bit smarter decisions. Get some of that extra damage. You saw Summons there at the end after running out of boom shot, getting every single Lancer bullet, it seems like, to connect out of that Lancer on his back, making every fight easier for his teammates. Avexy's challenging for this sniper rifle, gets the first. A little bit of help from his friends. They gave up that boom shot to get this sniper in the hands of somebody like Avexy's. First shot out, doesn't connect with anything. So now he's gonna rotate all the way over to this pumping station, and his character model is just as unhappy about that miss as he was.
This is where it's gonna get interesting for Rise Nation. Like you said, giving up that boom shot for the sniper. Not something you see every day coming out from teams here, but if you could put it to use, get some quick headshots, especially if you somehow get the player that has the boom shot out. But no, Solar is going to put that boom shot to use, take it out of Vexy's. A second kill from Praise is going to take out Detox. This is where the pressure is going to come out from Optic Gaming, especially as these respawn timers get longer and longer, and the members from Rise Nation drop off the map. That gives them the go-ahead, that gives them the green light. Drix, once again, being forced to try and prolong this round. He sneaks past a couple members of Optic to break B, so this round is going to be alive for just a little bit longer.
Something I want to touch on. Every time Optic Gaming gets the advantage in these rounds, it's because of Vexy's and Detox. One or both are down and out and off the map. Drix doing everything he can to fight off right here. But when you blunt the tip of the spear for Rise Nation by taking out those two forces of nature, it's real hard for them to stay in these rounds. Jerpy trying to get into that hill, but will be met by the shotty of my main man Summons. And look at the fist bumps, look at the smiles, relaxed, laying back in the chair. Optic Gaming is feeling oh so comfortable right now, and that is a scary sight for any team in the world. Look at the smile on that man, Explosive. Looking like he's modeling right now, trying to get his headshots done, trying to give him a big smile, saying, look at me, I'm the best looking man out here. Showing him again, getting the game face back on. Round's about to start, baby. What are we gonna do here? How are we gonna work this? Because we're up 4-0.
0 though. The amount of rounds won by Rise Nation and the amount of answers they have for this onslaught that is Optic Gaming. Another round coming out. Hammerverse aren't going to change it too much. Will Rise Nation be able to adapt? Will they be able to get first blood? Yes, they are. As Avexy strikes first, taking out Praise, Jerpy, and another double kill from Avexy. So 4 dead for Optic Gaming. Mental, he's doing what he can. Getting 1, getting 2. He's going to continue bouncing around before being taken out, but the damage has been done. 3 members alive for Rise Nation. This could be a triple cap opportunity, but this is where them as a team have to come together and really decide what their next plan is. I see no triple cap coming out for Optic Gaming, or for Rise Nation. The respawn timers are getting longer and longer. So now with Sniper and Boom Shot in the hand, you can expect as soon as they get one pick, they should begin to move forward and secure this round. And there it is.
They will not go quietly into the night. They're not going to go down without a fight. They almost had this round secured in the bag, but they still got the pressure and the map control. They got the boom shot off that initial. You see here, Prey setting up over that barbed wire. Great shots by him with that snub pistol, baby, making it hard for anybody to stand out in the open, making it difficult for them to justify being in that area. Takes a shot there to Vexies, doesn't connect with much, so he melee cancels there, bounces around, coming over here to this platform side, sees that sniper bullet, oh, just barely miss him. Gets a little bit of Lancer fire on him. He's readjusting now. He's trying to figure out where he can be to not get his head clapped. He's gonna take that cover, hop up onto the platform. I love what I see by Praised. He took it very slowly here, but ladies and gentlemen, we have an update. Ghost Gaming 7-3 over Simplicity. That's a tough one. Both of those are top teams looking to make a run here in winner's bracket, but it looks like Simplicity will drop down now, I believe, if I read that correctly, because Ghost Gaming already had a map under their belt.
Just by looking over at the station, not too sure exactly what's going on, if that was a closeout because everybody's sitting down, but we're in this match right here. Rise Nation yet to get around. They've gotten close just a few times, but close means nothing when the round still goes in favor of Optic Gaming. Mental in this exchange over towards the catwalk against Powers, and to me, Powers needs to find himself in a little bit better of a position. Let your teammates kind of go first. Let your teammates set the distraction. That's where you can pick up 3-4 kills with your Powers if you time it right. But that's something that hasn't been going in favor of Rise Nation. The timing has been off. Players out of position just a little bit, but Detox catching somebody on Optic Gaming out of position. That's gonna be Praise falling.
Look at Mental, just taking all the damage, trying to be as defensive as possible. And for confirmation and clarification from our side stations, we have map 1 being done. Team Reciprocity going over 7-4 on Fable, so they win map 1. Ghost Gaming only won map 1, so both of those will be going into their map 2s of the cycle now. We're deep into it here with our map number 2, with Optic Gaming being up 4-0. Mental playing some great defense. I'm not sure, I don't know if they can catch up. I think they need at least one break here to just stop the point accumulation.
And Rise Nation just needs to not die as a team and make sure Explosive doesn't even get the break. But he's dancing around, he gets the break. They need to cap this quick. 191, this is gonna be a close match, especially with 2 hills. I do believe Optic Gaming has an opportunity to come, no, they don't. As long as they don't get a break, Rise Nation can close this one out. Finally showing some live. Solar's the only one alive. He's gonna be unable to get this break, so Rise Nation getting their first round on the board. The question, Colin, is it too late? They already trail 4-1. They need to tie it up here with another round victory, or not tie it up, but get another round victory before the half ends, because you don't want to go down 5-1. But luckily for Rise, you didn't go down 6-0 to the half, which means if you are to lose a round in the second half, you can place a weapon. You still have a little bit of say in the match, but if you're Optic Gaming, do you really care?
I think you still care if you're Optic Gaming, because you don't want to give a team like Rise Nation any kind of breathing room. They're too skilled, too talented from top to bottom. And if you look at it like a heavyweight championship boxing match, one round isn't going to kill you on the score sheet, but boy, you do not want to start giving him round after round. You don't want him to land more punches than you. So here you go. Still with the boom shot sniper, you see the blocks there, truck. It's still going to be all about this pit fight, platform fight early in the round. Detox, hands over his eyes, can't defend himself. Finally unstunned. He's going to get a little help from his friends. They're going to push down. There the ice is broken by Drix. Great rotation by him. I believe he might have possibly gotten another one there. 4 dead now on the side of Optic Gaming. Solar's wiped away. You have 4 alive. The respawns are so long. Get this round under your belt right now. Don't waste any time. Fly to these hills. Get this triple cap. Take it 4-2 into the half, which is what it looks like they will be doing. Rise Nation answers back with back-to-back rounds, and that's the kind of life you need to see breathed into them. Great job by them. We go into this second half with a little bit of a closer game than maybe we expected after those first 4 rounds here on Dam.
And if you're Optic Gaming, you got a question. Are you a little worried? Probably not overall. You see the smile still coming out from these guys. They understand this is a long game. Each map is going to be back and forth. Luckily for them, more so fourth, as they get 4 rounds to 2 in just the first half. And that's just it. We're on the second half. Weapons are going to be wiped off the map. Spawns are going to be reset down to 12 seconds, and hills are going to swap, or at least the neutral hill is. You see D and F are still in those truck position, F or E, now on that flat side of the map. So we're going to see similar strategies to side number one since the boom shot was placed over there. Vexy's Jerpy coming in hot in the second half.
Dead. Solar's going to have to do something right here. He's going to have to make a play for his team. They're looking for him to do something. Praise comes in from behind. Great flank by him, but now he's taken out. Solar's taken down as well. So with the respawns shortened back up, there's no shot for you to get that easy triple cap right now. But if you can get another set of kills, another wipe, maybe you press the issue. But Mental sitting in that truck, getting his health back.
Oh no.
High IQ play there. Detox gets put on his back here, though, as they flood back out across the map. Explosive rotates over to that pumping station. You see him surveying the damage. He's gonna go looking for another kill. He's gonna go hunting right now. Smoke out, coming in on top of him, maybe. There's another one and a third. Explosive gets the heck out of Dodge with all those smokes coming flying in at him. Big fight here at the E-Hill, though. Jerpy trying to get something to him and gets the first. Praise trades him out. Mental and gets another. So the kills and the feed are all red and dead for Rise Nation. Detox and Drix. Weight of the world on your shoulders to fend this off. Jerpy having to come off spawn because now Detox killed off.
This is looking scary for Rise Nation. We've seen them in this position before where they're up. Optic Gaming came back, but not if Drix has anything to say about it. Getting a double kill, continuing to damage Mental. He's gonna get that kill on Drix, going for more, taken out. But that's one thing I noticed is the difference between Optic Gaming and Rise Nation. Excluding right there from Optic Gaming is they tend to push forward and they know exactly what they want to do. Rise Nation seems to be having timing problems of where they want to triple cap, go for slays or more. As you saw it right there in this round so far, but Detox going to go for another try at just that. That's 2 kills, going for a third here. He does get the down for just a moment, but Power's going to clean that one up, so Rise Nation have a good position in the remainder of this round, although Optic Gaming does lead, and they win off of 1.
They look like they're going for this decap, though. Look at Powers, full red. He needs to get some of that health back, but look at that. Immediately shoots and down summons. Here's the chance for the break, ladies and gentlemen, to get yourselves back into this one. Threatening a triple cap a little bit, dancing around, tap dancing even, getting out of there now, though. He sees that the reinforcements have come. They've gotten the break. They can get back in this one, but the triple cap being threatened by his teammates on the perfect rotation of Vexy's doing what he can. Finally shut down by Explosive. So now Powers really has to rotate out. He's gonna have to play some defense here at that E-Hill because they couldn't hold the 2 cap long enough to get the point advantage. 166 to 162. It's too close to call right now, PR.
Right now, 2 hills in favor of Rise Nation. They trail, but in just a moment, they will gain the lead for just a moment. Optic Gaming either needs to push through and get a wipe, or they need to break the E-Hill before they gain the lead. And there you have it, folks. Rise Nation gained the lead in this round. This would be their 3rd round if they can come out on top of Vexy's, Detox, all members of Rise Nation beginning to push forward. They know they need to get this break for just a moment. D being decapped by Optic Gaming, and that's where Rise, they're going to continue to press forward. F looking like it's going in favor of Rise. E is still collecting their points, and there you have it, 206. Rise Nation winning their 3rd round.
And as the cheers come out from the crowd, you can hear the fan base of Rise Nation getting loud. They're trying to give all the energy to their team because they need it right here. They're on their back foot. They're already down a map. They're still down in rounds. They've got to get this going. They've got to come back in this one. I love to hear when you can get those cheers right after a round. You can feel the energy being transferred into Rise Nation. If you're in the chat, give them all your love, give them all your hype, because they're gonna need it, because they're still going up against the undisputed, undefeated champions of Gears of War. Since this team has been formed, they have not dropped a championship trophy. This team right here has consistently held it above their heads at the end of the day. So down 4-3, Rise needs all they can to get back into this one and send it to a map number 3, but Optic Gaming go back to the tried and true, the boom shot at the pit area. Big team fights about to come out.
This is what Optic Gaming did in the first half to come out on top. Explosive beginning that one before being taken out, but the numbers look like they're going in favor of Optic as Detox, last member alive, unable to get that chunk on the boom shot players, so 5 dead for Rise Nation. Optic Gaming have multiple members alive, but Boom shot is not traveling towards the home hill just yet. Actually, it is. Praise and Solar, or Summits, actually push forward, trying to solidify the triple cap. They know somebody's off respawn. First boom coming out with Praise. Second kill coming out from Praise as he gets a double kill. They get a triple kill from Praise. Optic Gaming here, ladies and gentlemen, winning their 5th round. Not even a drop of sweat off of Praise's face.
Look at him rubbing his chin, wondering, what was that? What did they think was gonna happen? They ran head first at a rocket launcher, baby. Made slight work of a few members of Rise Nation, not even breaking a sweat. Looking down, he didn't even get a drink of water. He said, I'm not even overheated right now, baby. I'll just fix my bottle. Maybe I'll need it later. Let's see what Rise Nation answers back with right now. Block on the platform area. Absolutely cannot believe what I just saw with my own 2 eyes. If I hadn't have seen it, I wouldn't have believed it. Look at this though, Summons with 20, Praised with 20. They are showing out right now, but on the side of Rise, you've got 2 boys dropping a double-double for their team, trying to keep them into this one. With that block out though, you see one member of Rise, look at that. Rise Nation sneaking a member off to those baby steps, so the big team fight's gonna be 5v4 over here. Vexies still breaks ice though, so you see Rise Nation maybe running a little trick strat, but it still comes out in their favor in the team fight. Look at all the shotguns getting close to one another. Here comes the blood, here comes the bath. Summons sliding around inside that pit area. PR, what are we seeing?
We're seeing a flank coming out from Explosive. Summons getting that boom shot before going down. Explosive knows he needs to revive his boom shot player. The first boom shot coming out, unable to connect. Summons with a blunder. His powers and Detox are going to take advantage of that one. Colin, as these respawn timers get longer and longer, Rise Nation are going to have opportunities here to get control of the game, but this has been their one falter this entire series so far, is their timing. Whether they're going for the triple cap, whether they're going for another round of slays, or where they're going to set up, it's their timing that has been letting them down. Let's see if they can correct that here as their backs are up against the wall.
Look at Praise set up on these baby steps. He's kind of going around. He sees some marks coming out. He says, look, man, I'm waiting in the weeds right now. I'm waiting for somebody to make a mistake, because mistakes late in these rounds, they get amplified. One possible mistake could lose you this round, and Praise is just waiting for somebody to slide into the wrong cover, maybe over-rotate, but I think he might have gotten called out because the member of Rise that went into the pumping station rotated back toward that hop over. So here comes the smokes, here comes the push. Summons leading the charge. Praise checking his back, said, ain't nobody coming up behind us, ain't no flake right now. So here he goes, Summons with that Lancer out. He gets a boom shot in the area, but not enough to take him down. He's just full red, so he can hide out and get his health back. Summons, after getting his health regen going, he sees that he can rotate over. He needs to get some help. Avexi's gets taken out. On the flank comes what looks like Jerpy, but Jerpy with the triple cap getting threatened has to fly back over to E. And just like that, Optic Gaming with one swift call out and momentum shift takes the triple cap to what looked to be a possible Rise Nation round there in the early goings.
Rise, like I said, backs up against the wall here. Series point for Optic Gaming. This weapon placement is going to be their last of the match. It's going to be a standard hammer burst. They want to keep this fight similar to how it was going before. Back and forth action. Rise Nation seeming to win these initials. Like we talked about, it's the mid game, it's the late game where they seem to falter, where they seem to fall to Optic. Especially with Solars getting multiple 2-pieces throughout the course of this match so far. I call them 2-piece Solars from here on out.
2-piece and a biscuit Solars, if I might add. Getting it done in every which way. You see Jerpy throwing smoke out. You see the fog of war. Jerpy rolls in. He misses a shot on somebody covering his eyes, sitting on a cover. There you go. Took him a few extra seconds, but he finally got it to connect. Now Jerpy in another fight gets another one. Jerpy just going as big as he can, sitting on those pipes, getting the boom shot as a prize for that beautiful double kill of his, and they get all 5 members wiped off. They're gonna have to go for this triple cap right here. They had 3 members with 1 coming off spawn. Go ahead, apply the pressure, try your best. The member that coming off spawn can get that final home hill. Boom shot a little short. There you go.
Praise knew he needed to eat that boom shot so his teammate could go and get their break. Mental, he's gonna be that guy. But he gets taken out by Jerpy. Jerpy going for another Summons. He's gonna go ahead and trade that one out, but Rise keeping this pressure going. I talked about their timing. Is now the time for Rise Nation to rise to the occasion? Yes, maybe so. Powers getting one on Summons, getting another kill as he revives a Vexies. Rise Nation are not out just yet.
What a good teammate. Live on stream, the triple cap coming through. Power said, I could clean up this kill. or I could pick up my friend. He picked up his friend. He said, come on, buddy, let's get back in the action. Let's get into this next round. We have made it 6-4. We at least now have the chance. We've got to win 3 rounds in a row. It's not impossible, but my goodness gracious, good God almighty, it is dang near unbelievable to see if they can take 3 rounds in a row.
If Rise Nation wins this round, I will gift each and every one of the members of Rise Nation a sub. To my channel, of course.
I was gonna say, I was like, to whose channel? We talking?
Fine, of course, the only one that matters.
You gonna make them Goonie Squad out here? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, Funky Bunch for life. Like we talked about, series point for Optic Gaming. Rise Nation have to play perfect from here on out. Drix, 15 kills, 20 deaths. This guy's been making it happen from the home hill. There you go, look at the strategy difference. If we look at overhead map, Rise Nation sending that member towards baby steps again. He met up with Mental before. Will he do it again? Detox striking first, taking out Selma. It's a down coming out to Detox with a second kill, but Praise with the boom shot. He picks up 1. He has 1 boom shot left in his pocket. He either needs to die with it, not out, or try and use it. He dies! He kills himself! Praise with a choke in the round. Rise Nation, as these respawn timers get longer and longer, these rounds should, in theory, be closed out after the initial, especially with boom shots being in play. 6-5, Rise Nation win another round. 1 more, and they're gonna force a round number 13. Rise Nation needs this. I talked about them playing perfect. They can also use a couple of mistakes like Praise boom shotting himself when it matters.
Are you a white or a wheat man? You like rye bread? Because right here, it's for the bread. We're going to a round 13, baby.
I like wheat.
We're gonna go 6-6, I'm calling it right now. Rise Nation's playing too well in these last few rounds. They're gonna go all the way. They're taking this thing to a round 13. I can feel it in the air. Rise Nation has got the momentum. And if you're Optic Gaming, you've gotta get that initial kill. You can't let Rise break ice on you, because every time Rise breaks ice, that's when the initial has gone in their favor. With these long respawns, that's when they've won these rounds. So you see these folks coming out. Who will break ice? All the importance on this initial kill. It will be Drix.
That's
Drix with a double.
I was
Powers
hoping he
with
would
a
get
third.
a third, but
Powers with a third. 3v2 situation. Look at Detox trying to play a little wide, pulling his Lancer out, making the smart play. Detox knows that he's only got 1 left. He's got to beat Explosive right here. They've got to call him out, back A out. He doesn't get the damage done. Explosive might be able to clean him up. He does, but he goes down. So now the respawns will come out for Optic Gaming, but Rise Nation with beautiful plays there. Great teamwork, making the smart play, protecting one another, not allowing it to get out of hand, not allowing a hero play to be made. PR. Rise Nation is playing not like the match is on the line, but like their lives depend on it.
Getting that early down, throwing the smoke over the cover. Looks like he's gonna try and go for these incense. But full red, he's not. Oh, he does get down. Or he doesn't get down, he gets out with it. Boom shot, unable to connect, but he cleans it up anyway. That's a double kill for Jerpy. Can they get more? Rise Nation, they need this round, and they need to continue to press their advantages. They can't slow down yet. 2 members are dead. They spot 2 in front of them. Make that 3 in front of them. Rise Nation knows where everyone's at, and I talked about their timings. I talked about their decision-making going for the triple cap or not. And to me, Colin, I don't think they're too sure of themselves right now.
There's the flames out. They're keeping him from sitting in that truck, getting an easy angle on him. He's using that fire to kind of just lay it over the back of that bed. Avexis picks up that Boltok on that catwalk. You see Detox getting pushed, almost going down, but by the chair on his chinny chin chin, he will survive that fight, ladies and gentlemen. He will rotate all the way to this platform, get back into cover, get his health back. They are setting up for this secondary boom shot. The oh so important respawn of the power weapon. They know it is coming soon. So you see where they have taken position. They have a point lead, they have the position, they have to get the secondary respawn of this power weapon, or that is the momentum shift that they cannot allow to happen. They cannot give Optic Gaming the second boom shot in this round.
Uh-oh. Jerpy going down. Doesn't have any boom shots left. Detox getting a kill. That's 2 for the favor of Optic Gaming, but 2 for Rise as well. Detox and Mental collecting some kills. Detox doing what he can. He gets it down on 1. He's going for a kill. Another one. Rise Nation. They're going to get this boom shot respawn. That's Powers getting that boom shot. 4 dead for Optic Gaming. 22-second respawn timers. Rise Nation have this round in the bag.
When you needed him to make a play, Detox became Captain Clutch right there and made the biggest play of this round right now. They get the down on summons. Here comes a possible triple cap getting threatened. They are looking to close it out, but somebody for Optic is there. The boom shot out. For the bread we go. The caster's curse is no more. I call the round 13, and the round 13 comes, baby. I am so unbelievably happy I'm here on this stage with you, PR, to see it all unfold.
And this is what I was talking about, Rise Nation being one of the few teams in Season 2, and Season 1 included, to beat Optic Gaming. Very few teams can even get this close. Rise Nation trying to close it out. Talking about that's one of their few problems, timing and closing it out. Can they do it here? Round number 13, they've been doing one hell of a performance to get it this far. They just need a little bit more gas, and what a better person to give it to them than Colin, the man himself.
We got frags put down on Plat, but Rise Nation needs no extra explosives because every man is like a firework on that squad. They are ready to explode and light up the sky with each and every member of Optic Gaming's guns. But you see Detox, the ice is broken on him, so I talked about it last round. The first kill late in this game is the most important. You break ice, you turn it into a game of execution. The respawns are so long, you know you just have to get it down. You have to get it out. You have to get somebody to fall to their knees. 3 dead for Rise Nation, and it looks like Solars is gonna get that boom shot. So just like that, Optic Gaming lets them get all the way back into it. The hope came out for Rise, but the hope may be dashed with Detox being the only member that has a chance to get there.
Unfortunately, the green wall is gonna reign victorious again in a round number 13. Rise Nation falls.